And welcome to another episode of The Wrestling Burn with your host, Parksy and the Zombie!
This is a morning episode, so enjoy us with your coffee.
As we enjoy our coffee.
Yes, cheers.
Ching. Ba-da-da-da. That's when we should have cued the Stone Cold music. The glass breaking. Oh,
yeah.
Well, it's too early for this. Wrecking the computer.
Cold in here today.
It is.
It's studio.
Nice outside, though.
I think the heater broke in here.
Good, because it's really nice outside, actually. It's not actually that cold.
Yeah.
So actually a good episode of Raw last night.
Surprisingly, yes it was.
Other than the fact that Jack Swagger was going to be on Team Cena for no reason.
Is he no longer on it?
No, he's hurt.
Good, because that was horrible.
The hashtag
Gotta love the English crowds, though.
I was surprised with the reaction they gave him.
They're just, like, all over the place.
But they love Dolph Ziggler. And you know what? It makes sense. I mean, that was the same crowd, too, that got Ziggler basically to win the title after Mania a couple of years ago.
They love Mizdow, too.
Everyone loves Mizdow.
Looked like Miz was kind of getting pissed.
Yeah.
I think that might be a thing that now they're going to start turning them against each other.
They're setting it up for it. I think they'll let them run as a tag team for probably a couple more pay-per-views.
Yeah, I thought that they were going to go after belts for a while.
With the Dust Bunnies.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, actually no other matches really, other than the Diva matches, had anything to do with non-Survivor Series team storylines.
Well, you know they had to get what's-her-name out there because she's from that area.
Paige,
they had to get Adam Rose out there.
Oh, that was the only one. Yeah, Adam Rose. I forgot about that match. You know who I was hoping was going to make a comeback and try and throw things off since the Survivor Series posters got released?
Regal.
Either him. I was thinking Bad News Barrett.
Yeah. I don't think he's ready yet.
No, he's probably still hurt. Unless he's a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble.
I would say, yeah, he's got to be. There's going to be a lot of surprise entrants in the Royal Rumble.
With the 40-man this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with Howden. I mean, they always complain, the roster's not deep. Now with them writing guys out of storylines, I mean, I don't know how true that Zack Ryder thing is that he's having surgery. I think it's just an excuse to not have him on TV even more.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right.
I don't really care because he's never on TV anyway, but... And did Tyson Kidd get called up full time? He's been on Raw for past few episodes.
Yeah, well, they're running that storyline with the Diva show, that him and Natalie are having fucking problems.
Oh, really?
So they're putting it into the show itself. Which, who gives a shit?
Well, she didn't even come out with him this week.
No. Yeah, it was pretty lame, but...
He's actually a good wrestler, though.
Is he?
I like him. Well,
yeah, he is. But I think that's what they were talking about, trying to bring back the lightweight title up there, whatever the hell it was called, the welterweight belt, or... Because they got a lot of tiny guys up there that, maybe they should.
I like the style, but there's only so much you can do with that, and they might run into the WCW problem with once you get those guys there,
yep,
they're kind of stuck there.
Right.
Because you're classifying them as below heavyweight, so how do you have them wrestle for the heavyweight title?
Well, you're not going to have them go for the heavyweight title.
But what if there's a guy that gets really hot really fast?
He can still be a cruiserweight.
That was WCW's problem, though. Dean Malenko never went for the title. Jericho didn't.
Well, that's because their belt is in there. You wouldn't go to the UFC and have a fucking featherweight guy fight a heavyweight guy.
Well, no, but this is in the UFC.
That's why they have... I know it's not UFC, but if you wanted to run it like that, they have the women's title, they have the tag team titles, they have the cruiserweight
Chyna was Intercontinental Champion once.
Yeah, well, she was almost like a guy.
Hey, that's your girl.
She was a big girl.
That's your girl.
Yeah, she was.
Awesome Kong could win the Intercontinental title.
She could probably win the heavyweight title.
She was the second woman ever in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sick of seeing the Big Show getting his ass kicked all the time.
He didn't. He came out and beat up Mark Henry.
Yeah, he came out... Just because the Mark Henry is supposedly the strongest guy in the world, the Big Show is just as big and probably just as strong.
Big E Langston stronger.
Yeah, did you see that whole thing last night?
I finally saw the thing with
Xavier
Woods.
There's two different ones. There's also one with Kofi Kingston.
No, I didn't see the Kofi Kingston
Kingston's
one.
Coming out singing too. It's a new world coming!
Oh, I saw that one. I didn't see the first one then.
The first one was with Xavier Woods.
I thought that was Xavier Woods, but I guess not.
With the robe.
Yeah.
That was Xavier Woods.
When they put it on him and he runs back to the microphone.
That was him.
That's the only one I've seen.
The second one that happened was in the next hour was with Kofi Kingston.
I missed that one, and I deleted Raw.
He was singing too. So then,
so now Big E's gonna have one.
Big E, so maybe that next week they'll do 3 or something. Unless he'll be like an enforcer for the 2 or something.
I don't know. He's better than an enforcer though. He should sing the 999 song.
I wonder if he can sing.
Of course he can. Have you heard his acting voice?
No.
He's pretty talented. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I stood next to him once in a urinal while he was texting and pissing at the same time.
I heard that rumor.
It's not a rumor, it's true.
I've seen the pictures.
Another fact, his dick is the size of my arm.
Well, I really thought you were going to say something else. His dick's the size of my pinky.
No. As you flex your thumb, yeah.
Thumb.
Good work. Good thing we don't shoot this on video or you'd be screwed.
It's coming. Live video feed of the podcast.
Oh, jeez. You can see me looking at fish as I talk sometimes. And
yeah, that's that would be funny, wouldn't it?
It would.
We could Instagram 5 seconds of the podcast.
For a 5-second photo opportunity.
Yes. That would
we
be awesome.
We could be the new Edge and Christian.
Yeah. Hey,
Haven? Is that what you were getting
Next week, B will be back.
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
Yeah. Thanksgiving's the 27th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He'll be back for a couple of days, so I think we might do a podcast then when he comes back.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
We'll see what we can get out of it.
Seems our last podcast with B kind of epically failed.
Through no fault of our own.
No.
We
need to find a new building to
podcast from, yeah.
Where we're at is kind of weak.
Shitty.
So, did you watch The Walking Dead?
I didn't. I just know that what's his face is a teacher. Or he didn't say what he was, but in the comics he was a teacher.
He didn't say he was a teacher, but I don't know if anybody watches it, but if spoiler alert,
I just gave away the episode.
He doesn't know a cure to the apocalypse.
All he said was that from what I heard, his quote was, I'm more intelligent than you guys, but I'm no scientist," or something like that.
And there was no cure. And what brought this all on was their bus crashed.
Yep.
And they smelled something, and they started walking up the road, and there was like a farm or where they keep all cows and stuff for slaughtering and stuff like that. It was just huge.
Yeah.
It was all filled with zombies. It was like thousands and millions of zombies all down the road.
It was like a horde?
It was like a horde. They're all in the pens.
Oh, okay.
Across the road and stuff like that. And then Sheamus wanted to...
Sheamus.
He looks like Sheamus.
He does.
Sheamus wanted to keep pushing on, and he finally said, "There's no cure," and then turned around and fucking...
You beat the shit out of him?
Shit out of him. Last we know, he was face first on the ground, not moving, so nobody knows if he's dead or alive.
He's alive.
Yeah. Well, he kind of, on Talking Dead afterwards, he kind of let it slip that he was still alive, so...
Did he? What did he say? I haven't recorded.
He said, well, he's going to do something to keep these folks, to keep the people he's with, to trust him again and all this stuff, so when he said that, he kind of...
It was everybody like, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah. Well, the producer lady was there, and Sheamus was sitting next to him, too. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
The producer lady's just like, "Guess what? You're getting killed off now."
Dumbass! You weren't supposed to say that.
Do you think Hardwick gets advanced viewing of these episodes? I think he does.
I don't know.
He's read the comic. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he's read the comic. Hey, you know that Lucha Libre thing? That happened last week.
Did it?
Yeah, we missed it.
Damn.
The premiere. And I guess it's getting good ratings. It's on the El Rey network.
Yeah, I'm going to have to...
I don't even know where that network is.
I don't think we have it. Because it's got to be something like for people close to like Texas and stuff. And
right. Oh, Puerto Rico.
I'm sure you can Google it and...
Yeah, we'll have to look it up. It's supposed to be a good little...
I follow him on Twitter now, so I see him talking about Chavo and stuff, and I still want to know if Conan can really walk or if it's just part of his character.
I think it's part of his character. What do you think? Think it's part of his character?
I think so. Because it'd be weird to see Conan, because he was like producing for, or he was doing stuff with AAA in Mexico. Speaking of that, Rey Mysterio like reached a settlement and is gone.
Thank God.
And Del Rio just reached his settlement, so he can't badmouth the WWE anymore.
Well, CM Punk reached a settlement too.
Yeah, so now they can sell his shit again.
Yeah. Well,
he also has a new job.
CM Punk moves from the WWE to Marvel. I don't know what that's all about.
He's a comic book writer now.
Really?
Yep, that's what I was just getting to. I don't know what series he's writing for, but he's writing he's one of the writers for a comic book.
The world's best wrestler, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck was that all about?
Come on, what are you doing?
I hate when fucking commercials pop up when you're in the middle of reading something.
It does suck.
Yeah,
God damn it!
Beer commercials!
Good.
And something else is popping up.
That's ironic, CM Punk beer.
Marvel announced today that the website, the Straight Edge Superstar, it's going to be a Thor. Thor Annual #1.
Is going to be written by CM Punk?
Yep.
Are you going to buy it?
Probably.
Just because CM Punk wrote it, and then you're going to sell it?
I think they're going to draw the comic after him. It's going to look like CM Punk.
Thor's going to look like CM Punk.
It's going to be the CM Punk Thor.
Best in the world! He's going to have tattoos and stuff everywhere. Have you seen the new X-Men movie yet?
No.
Days of Future Past?
No.
It's actually not bad.
That just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, just out on DVD.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I watched it on demand the other day. It's actually pretty good.
Really? You know, I haven't seen any Marvel. I haven't seen any of the Thors. I haven't seen any of the Captain Americas. I haven't seen the Avengers.
I
want to see them, but I just haven't had the fucking time to sit down and watch the goddamn things.
I'm not a big fan of the Thor movies. The Captain Americas, I'm about...
I've always thought Captain America was boring.
Yeah.
And I actually started watching the first one, and I'm like, I was right. It was boring. But I heard the second one was actually pretty good.
I haven't seen the second one yet all the way through. I've started watching it and never finished it. But, the Avengers wasn't bad. They just actually released the trailer for the new one.
They just fucking announced like 50 million friggin' movies coming out in the next 10 years.
But
it's like 10 movies that are going to be coming out in the next so many years.
It's like Shazam's coming out.
Adam Ant. Is it Adam Ant?
No.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. But Shazam is coming out. The Rock's going to be in the Shazam movie.
The Rock is supposed to be
in
the Green Lantern. He's supposed to be the new Green Lantern.
Yep, and he's going to be the Black Adam, and he's going to be Apocalypse in the new X-Men.
Black Adam. That fits.
And he's going to be Apocalypse in the new X-Men movie. Because they needed somebody big and jacked to play him. So, who better than The Rock?
That's true.
Well, I was actually talking to a friend about this, and everybody's getting like people that don't like The Rock are like, he's just getting cast because he's a big, buff guy. Well, yeah, and it's not like the characters he plays aren't big buff guys. Like, they're meant to be big buff guys.
You look at the 80s where you had Arnold Schwarzenegger and you had
Stallone and
all those, the action hero of that time were those type of guys. They don't really have them these days. Like, Statham really isn't that big.
Bruce Willis was never that big.
They tried to push Cena into that role, and it just didn't work.
He's just not a good actor. And actually, I think The Rock has gotten a lot better as an actor. And it's not like he's playing things out of his